Good morning and welcome back to our online class. Okay, so as in the previous class the chapter was completed and I had given you the homework to do the questions, right? Questions of section number 1. So today we are going to discuss the question answers, okay, the short answers, short question answers for you, right? So the first question here, it says that name the following, right? Name the following. Number 1 question says the 3 common birds that we see in our cities. Okay, the birds which we see around, okay, near our houses, okay, which are those? We see sparrow, right? We see our parrot, okay, then quail, okay, then myna, yes. So from this we have to write any 3 names of the birds which we see them in our cities are what? Sparrow, parrot, pigeon, myna, etc. Any 3 you can write there. Any 3, right? So which are the easy ones I am saying you are? Number 1 you can write about that sparrow, then parrot, then pigeon, which is seen very here and there every day in our cities, right? Okay. Question number 2 says that a bird's body and the wings are covered with these. When we see a bird, right? When we see a bird, what do we see in them first? When we see a bird's body, what can we see around whole body? We see the feathers, right? We see the feathers, different feathers. So what we can write here, the answer of this question will be the bird's body and the wings are covered with these feathers. Understood? Because when we see the bird, a bird is covered with all the different kinds of feathers, 3 different kinds of feathers. So we can say that the bird's body is covered with feathers, right? Okay. Next we'll talk about a bird that has a sharp, hooked and strong beak to tear and eat flesh. Now, flesh-eating bird. Do you remember the flesh-eating birds? Which were the flesh-eating birds? Vultures, right? Vulture. Then you can talk about eagle, right? Then you can talk about hawk, H-A-W-K, hawk, right? These are the birds that eats what? Flesh or the fish or the meat, right? So the answer for this, we can write that eagle. Here in the question is said only to write only the name of any one bird. Only one bird. So you can write here eagle. Understood? You can write here eagle. Alright? Okay. Next we talk about a water bird that eats worms from the muddy water. Do you remember this? Duck. Do you remember? Duck and geese. They are always in the muddy water for eating their food. Yes? They have a hole in their beak also from where the muds are coming out, only the clean waters and the food whichever they are getting from that muddy water they take in. Understood all? Okay. So let us repeat again. Number 1, the 3 common birds that we see in our cities are sparrow, parrot and pigeon. Right. Then the bird's body and the wings are covered with this. It is feather. Alright. Then number 3, a bird that has strong, sharp and hooked beak to tear and eat flesh. That is what? Eagle. Alright. Next we talk about a water bird that eats worms from muddy water. What we talked about this? In muddy water will be what? Your duck. D-U-C-K, duck. Alright. Now question number B. Choose the correct options. 4 options are given. From there you have to choose any one which is the correct answer. Right. So number 1 question, a strong pointed and chisel shaped beak is present in. Do you remember that is strong pointed and chisel shaped? Chisel means what? Cutting. The thing which is used for cutting. Right. So vulture they are the flesh eaters. Okay. Exclude, and they don't have the long and strong pointed. Okay. Sparrow, their beaks are very short. Okay. Short and hard. Duck, broad. Then woodpecker, yes, woodpecker's beak is long. Why? To peck the wood's tree trunk. Yes or no? Because woodpecker, what does it do? Eat peck or makes the holes in the tree trunk and eats their food and make their shelter for nest. Yes? Okay. So what will be the answer? Number one answer, the strong pointed and chisel shaped beak is present in woodpecker. Option number D, that is woodpecker. Right? Question number 2. The beak of a hummingbird is dash, long and pointed, broad and flat, chisel shaped, strong and hooked. Now we know that the beak of a bee hummingbird is very long and pointed. Why? To suck the nectar from the flower. Right? So directly you can get here that the answer is number A, long and pointed. Right? Understood all? Okay. Question number 3. Question number 3 says that a bird have dash 5 toes, 3 toes, 4 toes or 2 toes. We know that birds have 2 feet. Right? Birds have 2 feet and in 1 feet how many toes are there? 4. 2 up, 2 back. Right? 2 front, 2 back, 2 up, 2 down, like that. Alright. So birds have how many toes? Birds have 4 toes. So the answer of this question number 3 will be that birds have dash, that means number C, 4 toes. Right? Number C, 4 toes. Next, number 4, a duck has dash. We know that the duck's feet are attached with the skin. Right? So what will be our answer here? We can say that a duck has number A, option number A, long legs. Option number B, talons. Option number 3 or C, webbed feet. And option number D, all of these. But we know that the feet of the duck is what? Webbed, means attached with the skin. Right? So the answer will be number C, webbed feet. Ducks have webbed feet. Right? Okay. Now question number 5. A dash is a fish eating bird. Fish eating bird. Now see, sparrow, seeds, pigeon, seeds, woodpecker, insect. So what is left? Penguin. And where is penguin found? Penguin is found near the seas and oceans. Okay, in the snowy covered area. Snowy covered area where the weather is very cold. Right? And what they eat for their food? They eat the fish. So what will be our answer over here? That a dash is a fish eating bird. Penguin is a fish eating bird. So answer is option number D, penguin. Right? Okay. Now question number C. Question number C says that true or false. Okay. And wherever the question we got the answer false, we have to make it a correct answer. Right? So question number 1. Some birds have their body covered with feathers. Do you think that only some birds are there whose body is covered with feather? It is false. Yes or no? All the birds which we see around, they have the body covered with feathers. So it will be some or all. So when the question is saying that some birds have the body covered with the feathers, this is true or false? This is false. So what will be our correct answer? Our correct answer will be all the birds have the body covered with feathers. Understood all? Okay. So question number 1, that is some birds have the body covered with feathers. This is false, and the correct answer will be all the birds have their body covered with feathers. Right? Understood all? Okay. Next, question number 2. Hens have a sharp and strong claws to dig the ground for food. We know that the hen are the scratching birds which scratch the ground or dig the ground to search their food. Yes or no? So it will be true or false? Yes, it will be true. Alright, because we know that hens have a sharp and strong claws to scratch and dig the ground for their food. Right? Okay. Next, question number 3. Sparrow and pigeon are the examples of flightless bird. We know that flightless bird means what? The birds which do not fly. But we see the hens and the ducks, they are flying. Not very high up in the sky, but they are flying, they are running here and there. Listen, they are moving, they are flying, they are climbing the trees and all. Yes or no? So they are not the flightless birds. Flightless birds are what? Emu and ostrich, which are the running birds. Okay, which are the running birds, and they are not flying. So the answer of this will be sparrow and pigeon are the example of the flightless bird. Answer is false. And what will be the correct answer? Emu, emu and ostriches are the examples of the flightless birds. Right? Okay. Next we talk about birds do not have teeth. Do you have you ever seen bird with a teeth? No. Birds do not have teeth. They have their beak. Right? With the work which we do with our teeth, it is done by the beak to the birds. In the birds. Right? So the answer of this question, the birds do not have teeth. It is true. Right? Okay. See question number 5. A woodpecker uses its beaks to peck into the tree trunk. Now peck means to what? Strike or hit or to bite. Right? That means what? Woodpecker, we see them hitting or digging or making holes in the tree. Right? So it will be also true. It will be also true. Understood all? The woodpecker uses its beaks to peck into the tree trunk. It is true. Right? Next we come to the question number D. That is, choose the correct options to fill in the blanks. It is a fill in the blanks, and we have to choose the answer in the options. Okay, from the options and give our answer. So question number 1. The dash feathers give the shape to the bird's body. Down feather or body feather? Body feather gives the shape to the body of the bird. Right? So what will be our answer here? The body feather. Okay. Next, herons and cranes walk through dash water using their long legs. Shallow water. Okay. The herons and cranes, they have a long legs and they walk where? In the shallow water using their long legs. Understood all? So what will be our answer here? Shallow, not deep, shallow. Alright. Next, number 3. Hummingbirds and sunbirds have a dash beak to suck nectar from the flowers. Now nectars, they are not on the top, they are deep inside the flower. So they need to have short or long beak. They need to have long and pointed beak. As you can see in that picture, where you see that, wait, I am showing you. Yeah, you can see the picture over here. See the picture of bee hummingbird. See its neck, see its beak. It is long or short? It is long and pointed. Long and pointed beak. Understood? So our answer over here, it will be short or long. It will be long. Understood? So bee hummingbird and sunbirds have a dash beak to suck nectar from flower. So it will be what? Long and pointed beak. Long and pointed beak. Right? Question number 4. Hens are dash bird scratching or wading. Just now, before a few to the 2-3 topics only, I have discussed that hens are what? Scratching bird. So what will be our answer over here? Hens are scratching birds. Right? Okay. Next, the penguins collect dash to make their nest on the ground. Now penguins, where do we see them? We see them in the snowy area, snow covered area. So do you think that we will find leaves over there? No. So what the penguins collect what? Stones and pebbles to make their nest on the ground. Understood all? So penguins collect what? Stones and pebbles to make their leaves on the ground. Understood all? By this we are completing section number 1. Okay, we have the match the following, but we cannot do this because it is given with what? Pictures. See, the picture of the birds are given. See, a picture of the birds are given and name of the bird is given. So this you cannot do in your copy. You have to do this in your own book. Alright. Okay, so by this we completed our section number 1. So in the next class I'll be giving you section number 2, question answers, long answer, short answer, all. Okay, till then complete your work and maintain your copy very well, and also prepare yourself for your unit test, which will be very soon, right?